So hello everyone, Albert here, and today I would like to bring you a little bit of a comparison between renting services for bikes in Hong Kong. Now the thing is that in a previous video I introduced you the three companies that are now there are four companies, but in any case in the previous video I introduced you three companies that are now in Hong Kong offering this kind of services. So basically we're and still are of course Gobee, Hobabike and Loco. But yet there's another company that appeared when I was uploading the first video. So its name is Ofo, and the bikes are their bikes are yellow. And in this video, what I would like you to see is a little bit of like the key things that make this service great or not that great compared to the rest of the services that I already presented. Okay. The structure is going to be a little bit the same. So basically, I'm going to introduce key facts or key factors, not key facts. Like basically the deposit you have to pay, how the app works to my view, and so on and so forth. But most importantly, this is based on my own experience. So as I said in the other video, if you have any other experience or you have any other opinion or know of any other services that are currently in Hong Kong, please feel free to add it in the comment section or create your own video comparing or explaining basically your own experience as well. Okay, without further ado, just three little things. This company, Ofo, is a Beijing-based company. They started here in Hong Kong, dropping bikes massively, I have to say, early December. Then another thing is that as far as I know, they're in other countries, and basically mainland China, United States as well. It's kind of a global company of like Uber, but basically for renting bikes, basically. But here in Hong Kong, they started in Tuen Mun. So basically, the structure is a little bit the same. So the strategy is like dropping bikes in the region closest to mainland China. And as far as I know, there's like few companies or no company that have been dropping bikes in Hong Kong Island. So basically, all what I'm talking about is new territories, the districts of new territories. So yes, I said the first district was Tuen Mun. The first thing, most importantly, when you download the app and start the app and so on and so forth, the deposit you have to pay before you actually can actually unlock one of those bikes and be ready to use one of them, is the deposit you have to pay. So it's exactly the same as Loco. So 99 Hong Kong dollars is the cheapest deposit you have to pay amongst all the renting services for bikes in Hong Kong. So basically that's kind of like a good thing. Another really important category, functioning, how the app works, how flawless the whole system of locking and unlocking bikes in case you have to report something, how long do they take to repair bikes. So in this section I would like to briefly introduce these kind of things. So far, problems with the app. I have had tons of problems with the app. So basically, because they are aiming global market, this Ofo company, every single time you open the app, it loads the whole world map and tries to focus the area or the district in Hong Kong in basically the area where you are. So basically that kind of like loading process takes lots of resources for the app, and it crashes constantly. That's also, by the way, what I introduced that with app user friendly. The point where I say app user friendly, but it crashes so many times. It has so many times in my case that I don't think it's a matter of the phone, but I think it's a matter of the app. Another important thing: time to repair broken bikes. As far as I have experience, I haven't had any problem with the bikes broken. So basically, because it's the fourth company that is in Hong Kong, you basically, or I basically have not experienced any broken bikes or like time to repair. So I cannot, tell much about this. But in any case, the bikes were perfectly so far for now. One important thing, and it's kind of like a nice thing for Ofo, their app is really, really user friendly, and it's totally in English. So basically, you will not have troubles basically figuring out how the app works or how you should pay the deposit or this kind of thing. So basically, because everything is in English, everything is pretty much straightforward. So it's kind of like easy to use. The lock time, for like the bikes, basically when you scan the QR code with your phone, how long does it take until the lock unlocks. So basically, it's like an 5 to 10 seconds, and in between Loco and Gobee. So yeah, it's not really fast, but not that slow. Like for example, Loco, as I described in the previous video, it takes like 15 seconds or so. Yeah, the same. Yeah, following a little bit the same logic. Because they have been the fourth company here in Hong Kong introducing bikes in Hong Kong, you will find lights on every single of their bicycles. So you basically will have no trouble going at night or like unlocking one of those bikes at night, because the lights in their bicycles, they're gonna work perfectly in all of them. Okay, I think that's all for functioning. Yeah, number of bikes. Here I just introduce like similar to and logo you have underneath is like a Hobabike. So basically you will find the same number of bikes as in Hobabike in the same districts. So basically I'm talking all the time about new territories. I'm not that sure about Hong Kong Island or any of the outlier islands basically here in Hong Kong, which don't have any of these services. But basically, new territories you will find, as many bikes as, for example, Hobabike. Yes. Yeah. Important thing when you balance your when you top up your balance. How much do you have to top up your balance with? So basically, two important things. The amount is 66 Hong Kong dollars, the minimum amount, which is a little bit higher than Loco. I think the Loco was the lowest one, was like I think $50. Or one of the previous app I described was like $50, but this one offers the weird odd number of 66 Hong Kong dollars, and you basically have no free money. So basically, when you top up your balance, you will not receive any free money compared to Loco. Or yeah, I think Loco was the only one who was giving you money for free. So basically, when you were recharging, I don't know, 100, they would give you $30 for free. I think Hobabike was like $200 you were topping up, and then you will receive 60, I think, no, $30 for free. But in this case, unfortunately, with Offer, it doesn't happen this way, and you basically don't have any money for free anytime you you top up your balance. That we have here is price per ride. So basically it's 3 Hong Kong dollars is a fixed price per 30 minutes, so it doesn't matter how long do you ride the bike for. If it's 20 minutes, 25 minutes, is like 30 minutes, so half an hour, 3 Hong Kong dollars. These prices more or less the same level as Loco and Hobabike, but Gobee, as you might remember, is 5 Hong Kong dollars per 30 minutes. So basically, this is amongst the cheapest services for renting bikes in Hong Kong that are existing right now. Okay, next thing. Yeah, pedal resistance. When I was riding those bikes, or Ofo bikes, I basically felt a little bit that was a little bit in between, I would say, Loco and Gobee. So basically the thing is that it's not as hard as Loco, but not as soft as Gobee. So yeah, basically it's in between. These bikes don't have any gear, so basically there's only one gear, and you have to adapt it a little bit at your own pace. Yeah, other important things, but like aside things I would say as well. Yeah, like little things like the up counts, the calories that you burned during the ride. There are also the indicators like the approximation of carbon dioxide that you saved during that ride. As I said before, the app is really friendly, and yeah, it's an important thing, but as I say here, be careful. There's a manual pad to introduce the code given. Basically, you have troubles scanning your QR code. You can ask for a code, like a separate one, like 4-digit number, and they're gonna send it to your phone via their app, of course. Once you have there, you can introduce it manually to the lock that you have, like right next to one of the QR codes that you have on the bike. But be really careful, because sometimes the app is like a little bit backed, and you will have troubles. Having that number on the screen. So basically it happened to me twice already. I requested that number, and the number showed like 1 second, so I did not have time to actually kind of introduce the code in the bike, because I could not even see it. And what is even worse, you have to pay the ride. So basically, if the code given is not introduced, or if you introduce the wrong code, or if something like this happens, but this obviously it's not your fault, it's not the user's fault, you'll have to pay a $3 ride. because mainly you probably will be unlocking another bike that you are not aware of, or I don't know, whatever, name it. But in any case, the thing is that sometimes the fact that and I sent already a couple of 3 emails, asking for the money back. But in any case, it's more the fact that because it's not a mistake that you commit, you have to pay the price for it. So basically, it's a little bit. And with those apps, you don't know how the customer service might react to this, or how long will it take, or because it's only $300, you're probably gonna forget. Like in a couple of days, you will not send even an email, or you probably won't bother wasting your time on these kind of things. But in any case, the app doesn't work properly. So basically, something the creators of the app or the company should probably be taking care of. One of the last things is that this is the only company or the only app that uses Bluetooth. So as soon as you try to unlock a bike, it requests you to use the Bluetooth service or the Bluetooth thing on your phone, basically. But I really don't know why, because the other 3 apps, they actually don't ask for this. So I don't know if it's a question of like privacy, data gathering, or I don't know, like could be anything. But in any case, it's the only app that uses Bluetooth. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, the last thing. Here I introduce a little bit a table. I use exactly the same table as in the last video, but I introduce your offer here. So basically you have a little bit of a summary of all the things that I consider like a little bit essential, or the facts that are a little bit like important in order to consider if you have to use one app or the other one. The mechanism and the functioning is exactly the same as with Gobee, Loco, and Hobabike. So basically, you go to the store, you download the app, you register a credit card to pay both deposit and top up the balance for the first time. And with OFO, it's a little bit, all the indicators I've previously mentioned are actually here. If you have any question, if you have any comment, please just, feel free to leave it on the comment section, and I'm gonna answer it, based on my own experience. So I think that's it. I hope you guys could find this video useful, and I see you next time. Bye bye.